Hello students, up to our last class we have finished most of the topics from our chapter 3. So today only one topic left in our chapter 3. We'll complete it and then our chapter is complete. So today's topic is plastic and the environment. So from the name itself you can get a clear idea about the topic. Plastics, you know, in the last class also I explained how harmful plastics are. So today we will learn the different aspects how plastic is harming the our environment, okay, how it is causing effect to us, okay, in turn, and we'll learn some solutions by using which you can get rid of this plastic and the plastic pollution. Okay, so let's start today's chapter. When you go to a shop to buy something, the shopkeeper gives those things in polythene bags. Mineral water and soft drinks are available in plastic bottles. Okay, sometimes we use disposable thermocol plates and cups in social gatherings. So a lot of plastic waste is generated daily, and this plastic waste keep on accumulating in our homes. Ultimately, plastic finds its way to garbage. So if you move out of your home, and if you from your home you are coming to Silchar, for example, in the roadside you will see many garbage are there. Okay, big piles of mountains of garbage, you can consider this as big mountains of garbage. And in metro cities such as Delhi, then your Calcutta, then Bangalore, you will find there are big piles of these mountains of garbage. So from where these garbage are generated and why these are not destroyed by the nature? Because plastic cannot be decomposed, we know this. And some common example they have given from where these things garbage are generated. From morning to night, if you go to shop, you are buying some articles. For example, you are going to market and you are buying some vegetables. The shopkeeper will give you the vegetables in a polythene bag. You are going to a grocery shop, you are buying some rice, the shopkeeper will give the rice into a plastic bag, okay, or a plastic packet. Okay, then if you go to any shop and if you buy cold drinks, this is summer season, so cold drinks are in plastic bottle, your milk, your oil, everything, then mineral water, everything are in plastic bottle. Okay, or if there is a program in your home, a small occasion is in your home, then you will invite guests. Then in earlier time people used to use the your banana plant leaf for giving foods, but nowadays thermocol plates are more common, white color thermocol plates, right? So what we do, instead of going for those natural options, we go for plastic ready-made options, thermocol plates. And what we do after using all this, after coming home from market, you will keep the vegetables in your home and you will throw the plastic bag outside your home, right? First. Then second, after eating the foods from the thermocol plate, what will do, you will throw the plate outside your home. Your home is clean, but think about outside your home, what you are doing. You are just dumping your dust, your waste outside your home. That means you are making the entire world except your home a dustbin, isn't it? So the waste, which are the major problem of our life nowadays, is caused by ourselves. In our city there is Silchar. After rain, what happens? You will find water in the whole town. Why? Because all the drains are filled with plastics. If you just do a small practical explanation, okay, practical work in the Silchar city, if you go and observe any drain, you will find in the drain there are plastic polythene bags, then there are waste from different markets, then water bottles, these thermocol plates, these have blocked the drain, so water cannot move, so we face stagnant water in the entire city. So we are causing our problem, right? So we need to become aware of these problems and we need to go for solutions. Just by knowing the problems will not help. I know all of you know about the plastic problems. This is why our government have, sometimes you hear the news that sometimes our government bans this plastic, and nowadays in Silchar also legally plastic is banned. Remember this point, in our city Silchar now legally plastic is banned. Okay, but everyone uses. But you see some reputed places, for example Big Bazaar, Okay, then show different shopping malls are there such as Vishal Market, then Vishal Mega Mart, then your M Bazaar, then V2. These are reputed place, and they never use now plastic bag. They will give you bags made up of jute or cotton bags or paper bags. And in most of the pharmacy, now you will see that they will not give you the polythene bags. They will give you the paper pouches, isn't it? This means some people are already aware of this thing, but just become aware of some people, our earth will not become safe. We all need to become aware so that our earth will become safe. So how, what we can do? Some basic examples I am giving. Whenever, what you can do, whenever you are going to market, okay, to buy some vegetables or to buy some fish, instead of taking the polythene big bag from the shopkeeper, you carry one bag from your home. You carry a nylon bag or a cotton bag from your home, and you keep things in your bag, not to take the extra polythene. In this way, if you just, you will say that, sir, if I don't take one polythene, then what will happen in this earth? I am just a single person, there are millions of person, they will use. No, just 1 month you try this, okay, and at the same time you consider any one of your friend and tell him to collect all the polythene bags what his father or mother or what he brings from the market, and in 1 month you at your home try to not use any polythene bag, do not bring any polythene bag from market, and at the end of the month just see the difference. If in your home garbage is zero, in your friend's home it will be like this pile of polythene bags. Obviously, because every day we are buying hundreds of goods, and every day there are on an average 10 to 15 polythene bags we bring to our home. In a month, for example, consider this 10 at a day, and in a month 300 polythene bags. And in your home, if you use your own bag, there will be zero polythene bags. So in this way, you need to think for solutions. Okay, moving on to next. Plastic waste is big threat to our environment. I already explained. Plastic will, day by day, what will happen? Plastic will lead to damage our environment. Nowadays, you may have see different newses are there that you see what happens. Some fishes die, some exotic animals or some endangered animals. Those animals which are rare, they die because of these plastics. Because some plastic stuck into their stomach or their mouth, and they cannot take, they cannot breathe, and ultimately they die. So this is the reason. Because plastic are non-biodegradable substances that cannot break down easily into simple harmless substances through natural process, such as action of bacteria, are called non-biodegradable substances. Synthetic fibers are non-biodegradable substances. Okay, so why this plastic is creating so much problem? We are after, not only the plastic, okay, in our daily life we throw out many waste, but why only plastic is the major concern? Because after, for example, from the market you are bringing some vegetables, at the same time you are bringing it in the plastic, you are throwing out the peels of the vegetable, okay, along with the plastic. But after some days what happens? The peels of vegetable, for example the peels of potato or peels of your any other vegetable, cucumber, okay, what happens? They become degraded naturally, and they get mixed with the soil. But your plastic being non-biodegradable, that do not mix with the soil, so this is causing the problem. Okay, this is the reason why they are causing the problem. If plastics are biodegradable, then no issue, use as much plastic as you can use. But they are not biodegradable. Okay, so what is biodegradable? The materials which can be mixed with the environment, that is the soil, okay, by some natural organisms such as bacteria, okay, fungi. These are known as biodegradable substances, and those cannot be broken down into simple forms and mixed with the soil, ultimately by bacteria and these fungus. We cannot consider these as biodegradable. They are non-biodegradable. Example is synthetic fibers are non-biodegradable substances that can easily be broken down into simple elements. Okay, I will already explain what is biodegradable just now. Those which can be converted into simple forms by bacteria and fungus, okay, and they can ultimately get mixed into the soil. These are biodegradable. Examples are vegetable and fruits. I've already told peels of vegetables and fruit, okay, just now I explained. Then leftover food stuff. If you are throwing out some rice, what will happen? Some waste rice, after some days it will get mixed with the soil. That means bacteria and fungus, they are degrading into simple forms. paper, okay, biodegradable. Cotton is a cotton we are obtaining from natural source. In the last chapter we have read, so in this chapter already we have read cotton is from natural source, so it is biodegradable. Wool we are getting from sheep, so it is biodegradable. Then are biodegradable, these are biodegradable substances. Okay, these are some examples of biodegradable substances. So now comes specifically we learn what are the different problems. Okay, what are the waste leads to biodegradable. Okay, disposal of plastic leads to the following health and environment hazards. So we are disposing plastic, we are throwing out plastic from our home. So what are the problems it leads to? There are the problems can be environmental or physical. Okay, it can cause diseases to us. So health related and environmental problem, what are these? We'll learn. Number one, plastic waste do not completely burn and produce toxic gases and smoke that cause pollution. Okay, for this I am giving you the best example. Sometimes if you have seen anyone burning any waste nearby your home or nearby any shop, or burning any tire of car, bike, these things, then some faulty smells, some very smell, very bad, you cannot inhale in the environment, smell comes out. Okay, why this smell is very bad? Because this air contains some toxic substance. Plastic waste cannot be completely burned. You cannot burn plastic completely. If you burn a polythene, okay, you will see after burning there will be some hard things. Plastic will become black concentrated, but some hard things will be there. But if you burn a paper, what will happen? There will be nothing, all will become ash. But if you burn plastic, there will be something left, everything will not become ash. Remember this difference. Okay, so plastic cannot be burned completely, and while burning they will give some smoke which will contain some toxic chemicals and toxic gases, and this will cause air pollution, and air pollution is a big concern nowadays. Next is when plastic waste dumped into water, they cause water pollution. Just now I explained a few minutes back that many of the sea animals, okay, or the water animals are dying because of these plastics, because some plastics get stuck into their stomach, okay, or they get stuck into their mouth and they cannot inhale, they die. There may be some other reasons also. So when plastics are dumped into water, they cause what? They causes the water pollution, ultimately leading the death of different water creatures, water animals. Number 3 is most of the plastic waste dumped in landfills cause soil pollution. Since plastic, okay, buried in the soil cannot be decomposed by microorganisms, they prevent rainwater from, okay, seeping into the earth. Thus water remains on the earth surface and forms muddy pools. Okay, this is very important point. So they are saying that most of the plastic whatever you are dumping outside your home in the soil, they causes the soil pollution. Okay, why? Because these plastics cannot be decomposed by microorganisms, right? So what some people do to just make their place clean, okay, if you dump your plastic outside your home, what it will look? It will look dusty, right? It will look very bad. So what some people do, clever people do, they just do some holes in the soil, okay, in the land, and they put this plastic in the land and they cover it with soil. Okay, so in this process what happens, they are thinking their location is very clean. If you visit that place, you will say, okay, this place is very clean, no plastic pollution. But they are dumping their plastic inside the soil. And what happens from this? What will happen? Plastics become non-biodegradable. They will not mix with the soil. They will be as it is inside the soil. After 10 years, after 20 years, for example, if you have done any if you have ever done this practice to make any hole in the soil, what happens? After some time you may get some plastics. Why don't you get any leaf? Why don't you get any cover of fruit? It is peels of food, because they are biodegradable. But plastic being non-biodegradable, they can remain same for years after years inside the soil also. So what they are causing? So rainwater, how rainwater moves? It will just move through the soil into the earth, inside earth, right? But due to this plastic, this water cannot move into the earth, and they remain in the surface and making our soil more weak. Okay, muddy pools will form. Then the fourth one is we throw polybags, okay, then wrappers and chips, biscuits and other eatable disposable plastics bottles etc. on road or in parks. This is not only make the place look ugly but also provides okay breeding grounds for many diseases causing germs and insects. So this point is clear to all of you. In TV advertisement or in your small class 4 or 5 books, we all have read that you should not throw garbage out of your home, because whenever it rains, water will become stagnant in this old tire or some old plastic bottles, okay, and there the mosquitoes will live. Mosquitoes and different insects, harmful insects will live on those water. Mosquitoes lays their egg on the wastewater, so this causes many diseases. So we should not throw garbage in this way. The fourth problem is this. And the fifth problem is polybags. Then okay, carelessly thrown here and there are responsible for clogging drains and sewer lines. So I've already explained this one. If you go and observe any of the drains nearby your home, what you will see, inside drain there is polythene bags, then plastic bottles, then thermocol plates, and these plastic things mainly are blocking the drain. So we face flood and different other problems in our society. So these polybags are mainly the reason for clogging, that is the, you can consider blocking, okay, blocking of drains and sewer lines, those lines from which the waste moves, okay. For blocking this, only the polybags are responsible. Number 6 is animals eat food waste, okay, food waste from the garbage dumps. During eating of food waste, they sometimes okay swallow polybags and wrap the food also, okay, and wrappers of food also. The plastic materials choke their respiratory system, sometimes digestive tract, okay, sometimes cause their death. So what happens, you've seen dogs, cows, okay, and some animals, what they do, from cats, from where they eat. If you throw out any waste food from your home outside, then on that food in general what happens, dog, then crow, then sometimes cows also they feed, isn't it? So what happens in that case, if in that waste food whatever you are throwing, with that if there is some plastic polythene bags and food wrappers, and by mistake if the dog or the eats it, what will happen, they cannot digest the plastic and they do not understand what is plastic. They are animals, they are not human beings. So what will happen, this plastic will become a problem to them. This will become stuck into their stomach, and for this reason they may even die. So remember always, you should not throw any food waste with the plastic things, because if animal dies, okay, because of this reason, you will be responsible for this. Okay, you need to answer to the God that you have done some mistake, and for your mistake the animal have died. So remember this point, do not throw waste food with plastic materials. So some interesting fact let us learn about before going to the solution, and then after this part we will go for a solution. Okay, there are some solution of these problems. Before solutions, just learn something extra. Bioplastic have been made by scientists by using materials, okay. So what are bioplastic? This is something new concept, okay. Bioplastic means that the scientists have discovered this type of plastics which are biodegradable. This looks more same or less like your normal plastic, but these are biodegradable. But as these are more, their cost is more, so people avoid using this, because we are human beings, we want everything in less price, isn't it? If you go to any shop and the shopkeeper tells you this oil is 100 rupees and you have an alternative 60 rupees oil, you will buy the 60 rupees to save money. So similarly, we are not going for bioplastic because it is expensive. We want a cheaper one, so we are using the harmful one, okay. Avoid keeping hot cooked foods in covered polythene bags. It is because food stored in covered polythene bags becomes poisonous after some time. So what they are saying that don't keep any hot food in the polythene bags or polythene cases. For example, if you are bringing tiffin to school, don't bring hot tiffin in the plastic bag or plastic case, tiffin box. If you are bringing anything hot, then carry a stainless steel tiffin box or aluminum tiffin box. Don't bring in plastic. If it is cold, then it's okay, because the hot object will react with the plastic environment. Okay, plastic will cause some environment inside it, and it will cause toxicity to the food. It may harm you. So far we have learned all the problems. I have explained to you what are the problems we are causing. We need to think about solution. Okay, just giving the explanation on problems will not solve your issue. Now you are the students. In future you will become teachers, you will go to different places. Okay, you will become doctor, you will become engineer, you will become some good businessman. Okay, so from today you need to start about thinking about solutions. Think about solution. Problems I have explained, enough problems are there, right? And I can explain hour after hour these problems. There are thousands of problems, but what are the solutions, what you can do? So now we will go for the solutions. A responsible citizen, as a responsible citizen, we must remember the golden 5R principle: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. Okay, so there are 5 basic principles. If we adopt this principle, then most of these problems are solved. What are this principle? 5R principle. You need to follow the 5 basic R. The first one is refuse. Remember, in the beginning I told, whenever you are going to market, what you should do? You should carry your own bag, and you need to carry everything in your own bag instead of taking plastic from the shop. That means you are refusing plastic. You are not taking plastic, right? One point done. Basic example. Then reduce. In some cases, you cannot take everything in your what should I say, in your cotton bag. For example, if you are buying fish, for carrying fish you need a plastic bag. It is true. We don't have a common alternative for this. You cannot take plastic in your paper bag, so you need a polythene bag for that. So in this case you use, but in most of the case for vegetables, for bringing potato, for bringing onion, you do not need a polythene bag. You can carry a cotton bag. So reduce the use. As less as you can use, but reduce as less as you can. Then reuse. Reuse means using one plastic several times. For example, you are buying fish today. After coming home, you just wash the polythene bag, and whenever you are going next time, whenever you are going for buying any fish, use this same polythene bag. There is no problem with this. Or other examples are there. After eating water, do not throw the water bottle, because after eating mineral water you are throwing the water bottle, and from market you are buying another bottle for keeping water in your home. So without doing this, you just reuse the bottle, the water bottle from which you are drinking the cold drinks. Use this same water bottle for keeping water in home. Why you are buying some extra good quality water bottles from market? No need. Reuse these things. Okay. Third point also done. Then recycle. Recycle means using the waste for making some good product. You have seen there are some garbage pickers. They come and they pick up those plastic and glass bottles. What they do? They will take this to the factories and they will recycle it back to some good materials again. Plastic is recyclable. We have learned in the last class. So you need to practice this recycle habits. So how can you do recycling? Just give this thing to the recycler who recycles this. Whenever the garbage picker comes, give this to him. Then recover. Recover, you know how much importance this carries. Whenever you see any plastic, for example in water, for example in your pond, you see there are some plastic bottles. You just take out these plastic bottles and keep to some place, give to the garbage picker. Because if the plastics are in the pond, what will happen? This will affect the fish living in the pond. In this way you can recover things. We should be environmental friendly in all activities. So we should become environmental friendly. Now I'll go a bit fast and we'll finish this chapter. We should avoid the use of plastics. For example, we should not ask the plastic bags. Okay, so this point I've explained. We should use as less as you can avoid the use of plastic. That is refuse. So whenever you are going to any shop, just refuse to take the plastic and you carry your own bag. Next is we should clean and dry plastic bags, plastic containers, plastic disposable bottles for reuse. Just now I already explained this. Plastic bag after buying some fish from the market, wash this and again next time again use this. Water bottles after drinking cold drinks, you wash the bottle and again use for other purpose. So reduce, there is reuse. Okay. The next one is we should use 2 types of bin, a green bin and a blue bin for disposing waste. Biodegradable waste such as okay, fruits or vegetables, okay, leftover cotton should be in green bin. Normal, okay, these collected plastics are then melted and recycled. So the recycle point, in recycle point, one very crucial point is there. Okay, look at this two diagram. You may have seen some different color also. Green and red is also possible. So why people use two types of dustbins? Because to differentiate, we are dumping our dust, all garbage all together, but for the garbage picker it is difficult to separate. So what you can do, when you are dumping any garbage in a dustbin, what you can do, just biodegradable, there is fruit covers, vegetable peels, you would separate and in dustbin in green, because these are biodegradable, and all the harmful plastics which are non biodegradable you dump on the red or blue. So the whenever the garbage picker will come, he'll just take this one, so the works become easy for him. We should not throw plastic disposable bottles, polybag. Okay, so this point is very important. You should not throw any plastic or bottles in any, not in roads, in anywhere you should not throw. There should be some specific place, some dustbins inside that you should only throw these things. Okay, do not throw plastics here and there. We should not dispose dispose of articles made of plastics in the sewage system. So you should not throw your plastic things in the river, in the drain. Okay, in these places you should not throw any waste. Presently, all kinds of thermoplastic are melted together to produce recycled plastic. For example, the black plastic bags are made from recycled plastics. So recycling point, in the last class we have explained thermoplastic and thermostatic plastic. Thermoplastic are those plastic which you can melt and give some other shape, some other form. So all thermostatic plastics are used for recycling purpose. We should develop environment-friendly habits to reduce the harmful effects associated with the plastic, and the change will come from ourselves. We need to develop the habit of using less plastic, reducing the use, okay, then reuse, then refuse, recycle, recover. The 5R rule is very important. Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. We need to adopt this in our habit, then only our environment will become safe from these things. Okay, so this is for today, and this chapter concludes with it. So very important thing I am repeating again, you all need to follow the 5R rule. I guess today's class is a bit interesting one. Here science is less and logic is more, so you need to think about these things, and if any doubt is there, get back to me. I'll solve all this, no issues. Thank you.